I'm here to record a video for season 6, episode 12, titled Love Conquers All for Love and Hip Hop in my Cardi B voice. I was so happy to see Cardi B in tonight's episode because I just love her. Oh, yes. Let me make a public service announcement that we have a visitor for this week's episode, this week's review. This little thing on my face, I don't know where it came from, but y'all know I was wearing my part to this side for a while, so maybe it was like oil or something and it was getting in my face, but I'm still cute. It's okay. I gotta get rid of that. But anywho, so this week's episode was it was titled Love Conquers All, and I don't know if it was just me, but it was the sweetest episode ever. Like, I absolutely loved it. Like, I thought it was so cute, and it all centered around the wedding. Really odd. I don't remember VH1 announcing that this was the finale episode. Like, generally they do that. And then they show previews for the upcoming reunion, but they haven't. Anywho, this was a wedding, so I knew this has to be the last episode. There were certain key cast members that were there, but everybody wasn't at the wedding, which is unfortunate because everybody couldn't be in the last episode. But let's just try to make our way through this. Okay, side note, I'm not going to lie. I almost shed a tear during this wedding, but anywho, I really don't know how it started, but I know that Ra is right by Remy's side as she's getting ready for the wedding. They're trying to basically leave Remy out of everything, just like let everything be a surprise. She has her day of wedding coordinator, which was presented to her by Yandy. The woman is doing a great job, and she didn't know if they couldn't get in contact with the minister. Pap already had that under control, taken care of, as we expected from somebody like dear old Papoose. Anywho, then Ra was just helping in any way that she could. Side note, Remy does that cute little striptease video for her man and goes and has it delivered to Pap while Pap is in the room with all of his groomsmen, including Remy's son. Now, I'm thinking, oh, this has to be staged and set up, because if your wife is giving you something, it doesn't say, please watch in front of everybody. Why would you put it in front of everybody? And then as soon as it comes on, sorry, y'all, this is my blanket. As soon as it comes on, then all of a sudden you see your wife in these stripper clothes. I thought it was hilarious, and her son is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I thought that was really clever. Do you ever if you are married, do you ever see other people have their weddings or their engagement process and things, and you're thinking, dang, I should have did that? Well, you can't rewind time now, and your day was great, but I'm thinking in my mind, dang, I really should have did that. But anyways, so that was very exciting. After that, then we have let's just jump to Remy talking to her son. I thought that this was a very sweet moment as well. I kind of wanted to cry watching them, her talk to him about him being her first man or something like that. You'll always be my first man in my life and stuff like that. I thought it was so sweet because you have to sit back and think about the fact that she was gone for 8 years. So those 8 years of his life that she wasn't around, but according to Remy, he never made her feel like she was any less of a mother. So I absolutely loved that. Okay. Now, let's get to the dealings, the social dealings before the wedding. So we have the Creep Squad and, who is that? And Mendices outside. Now, I say and Mendices because Mendices has never been a part of the Creep Squad because Mendices and Papoose are upstanding men, okay? But Rich and Cisco and Peter Guns were standing there, and Cardi B comes outside. I don't know why she has to do a full 360-degree twirl just to talk to them and say, hey, what's up? And she's just so extra. Her dress is so short, but this is Cardi B style, and you can't do nothing but just like love her. And then Cisco is like, yeah, I might have to. No, she came outside. She said, who y'all up in here getting pregnant? And she just cracks me up because she is so serious. I think it is hilarious. And like, she just kind of brings light to the room. And Cisco, he just thinks he's so smooth and so fly. And he's like, yeah, I might have to get at Cardi B. Might have to put my player card up. And I'm thinking, Cisco, are you serious? Do you not realize that her and Mariah Lynn are friends? Didn't you just have this issue with Rich? Okay, whatever, in Remy Ma's voice. So, moving on from that, she's not paying him no attention. Then we have another little setup scene with Peter Gunz and Amina. So Amina comes out. He's like, "Thank you so much for coming to the wedding and being my guest here." And she's like, "No problem." He's like, "I haven't seen Amina in so long." He lies, okay? In every confessional, right before he's meeting with Tara, "Oh, I haven't spoken to Tara in so long." Right before he's meeting with Amina, "Oh, I haven't seen Amina in so long." You lie. You probably saw them yesterday. You cannot tell me that you've gone all this time and you have not seen them. Like, this is like a filler line for you that you forgot that you just said that yesterday. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so Peter, he is like talking to Amina, and he's talking about, "I'm really sorry about what's happening." And she's like, "Peter, you're just always the problem, and it's always your fault. We was doing so good." And okay, anyway, so Peter says, "Well, it's okay because I've decided to get a vasectomy." She's like, "Are you kidding me? You gonna have Tara's baby, but I killed my baby, and I wanted to have another baby." And I'm thinking, the jig is up. The jig is up. The only reason, Peter Gunz, I need you to get this through your head. The only reason why these two women are still with you, it is not because they love you so much, because you just have a great package, because you are just the most loving, sensitive man, because you are the most loving father. No, it's none of those reasons. It is because at this point, it seems as if it's a competition, okay? Because from the beginning, it was a battle of, he was with Tara, but then he was sneaking on the side with Amina, and then he married her. So in that instance, Amina won. Okay, he marries Amina, but then he still voices that he wants to be with Tara. And had he known that Tara wanted to work it out, he would have still been with Tara, and he would have never even gotten with Amina. In that case, Tara wins. Then Amina gets to the reunion. She says, "Oh, I'm pregnant." At that moment, she thought she won the battle. But I guess Tara came in for the kill, because the only person he cared about at that reunion was Tara. So at that point, Tara feels as if she won. Okay, so then they stopped talking to each other altogether. So he says. And then Amina is with him, and it seems as if, he's just coming home to her every night. Well, in that instance, she thought she won, but here he is still sneaking around with Tara. So in this instance, it's like, "Oh, well, you think he's your man, but he's really my man, and he'll never leave me." It's like a lose-lose battle. They think that they're winning, but they keep losing. It's a lose-lose battle. And at the end of this, one of them, Tara or Amina, they want to win. They want to be able to say, "Peter chose me. See, I told you he never cared about you." And then at the end of all that, they won't even want him. But the crazy part about this is that kids are being added into this equation. And I think, and I don't know if neither one of them will ever admit it, but at this point, it's an ego thing. It's an ego boost. He's with me. He's not with you. Oh, he dropped you, and now he's with me. Oh, he's having my baby. No, check this out. He's having my baby. It's just a lot. So I honestly think it is a competition, and don't play with your life and with love like that. Like, the life is too short. Let Peter move on. If Peter wants to do him, if you truly want to be the main event and you don't want any sideshows, then you need to move on, because it seems as if Peter is incapable of that. And you know what goes around comes around. And the woman that he truly does want to be with one day, she will give him a dose of his own medicine. Done with that part. Let's get to the lovey-dovey part. The wedding. It was so sweet. They had all like everybody going down the aisle. Raleigh, she looked good. Who else was that? Keisha Cole was in it. She looked good. We did see Fat Joe at the reception, so she had all these different celebrities there. Their parents, everybody was great. Then Remy comes down. She looks beautiful in her princess dress, and then the fake snow starts falling outside, so it's perfect. It is like a winter wonderland wedding, just as if she like asked for. Okay. And so she comes down the aisle. He does his vows, and his vows is just like amazing. Like, I loved you. I've always loved you. I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect. Like, really, Papoose is making it bad out here for dudes. Like, really bad. Like, he's making life seem like a fairy tale for real. Like, despite your situations and circumstances, whether it's jail, distance, whatever, he's making everybody look bad. He's making it seem as if excuses are not, they're not even valid. They're not necessary. They can't even be used because you have to be as perfect as Papoose. I mean, Papoose is making dudes out here that have been married 20, 25 years look bad. I mean, seriously, he is like so in love with this woman. I could have cried watching this. I'm like, this is a true fairy tale love story. You know what? They don't need Love and Hip Hop. They need their own show. And let's be honest, I loved Jim and Chrissy, but I loved their love, but Papoose and Remy, oh, that's a deeper kind of love. That's a different kind of love. This is like, oh my gosh, every woman was probably hanging by his every word and watching the whole situation. Like, you really waited for this woman and went to go visit her every single day for a year. You've dedicated so much time to her. You make sure everything's good now so she doesn't violate her probation. And yet you have given her the wedding that she asked for. And it seems as if things are like too good to be true, but there's been no slip ups. You never hear about them in the media or anything. It is just amazing. And I was so happy for them. Her son was crying. Everybody is just so happy for them. And I think it's great. And I really do hope that she gives him his baby now like he wants. But I know that she has some music coming out with Fat Joe, according to her and Fat Joe's interview the other day on The Breakfast Club. So I don't really know how a big old pregnant belly and a tour or whatever is going to work, but we shall see. Okay, anyway, so, and then we see Yandy and Mendeecees. They're having their last dance because this could be their last date and their last dance with each other before he goes off to jail. So that was a very sweet moment. Mendeecees was making people look bad too, like making men look bad because he's such a good guy. But, you know, I think that Papoose tops him. Okay, anyways, then the show wraps up with how everybody's doing. You see Bianca, she's like working on a music video, trying to make her way to the top. Again, I cannot do Bianca's, like, the way she talks. Mariah Lynn, you see, once upon a time, not long ago, she was a hoe. And she admitting it. You see her and her mom and the new baby has been born, so that was great. And you know, she's always talking about how she's going to the top and stuff. BBOD back together again, collaborating, never breaking up again, trying to make big stuff happen. Delicious. And then we have, who else? Cardi, she's working on her music. She has some song out now called Stripper Hoe, I believe. I don't know. But, you know, she doesn't sound half bad, and I'm rooting for her. I like Cardi. Self, I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't even understand his purpose on this show. His storyline got cut out halfway through. Anything new with anybody? Yandy and Mendeecees, we know that whole thing. Pap and Remy happily ever after. I don't even think we got an update on Cisco. Tara, you know, I'm just moving on, and I love Peter, but I know I cannot be with Peter. We are not good together. We are gonna have this baby, and we are gonna raise this baby, and everything is gonna be great. I played my part in this. I take full responsibility. And shut up, Tara. Okay, let's. You can show people better than you can tell them at this point. And Tara, I still think that even despite the decisions you've made, that doesn't make you any less of an intelligent person. But at this point, people are not going to believe your words. They're going to believe your actions. So, but at the end of the day, it's your life. So live it, but just realize that it is going to be broadcasted on TV. And Amina claims her and Peter are not together, but we all know they're together. So, okay. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed. I had to make this one a little bit longer since it's the finale. But again, like, comment, subscribe. Check me out at